Streaming, when done right, in my opinion, is one of the best forms of content right now. In the mass slump era, we have reached a point where people push out videos in abundance for the sake of pleasing the algorithm, getting as many videos out there as possible. Shit, AI videos are becoming a thing too. People don't even have to be in videos no more.
You start, you find a tree, and you just punch it down.
Whereas streaming offers something different, where the viewer can dictate where the stream goes, or viewers can be put into different tastes, interests, and niches they wouldn't have found otherwise. Similar to watching regular TV that you would just throw on during your downtime. But I truly believe we've entered the cloud era / SoundCloud era of streaming. Now, in no way is doing crazy stuff for engagement or attention a new thing. Shit's existed since being celebrity was seen as the wave. There are multiple instances of people making the newspaper and the news for all types of crazy shit. An example here in Australia is some kid named Corey Warrington, I think, was known for throwing a Project X type party and made the news trolling the reporters, getting 15 minutes of fame. Look at the fucking drip though. Late 2000s and early 2010 niggas had on some outrageous shit, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, how'd we accept this shit, man? But when looking at YouTube and streaming, also it's no different. I would also consider Flight one of the biggest clip farmers of all time. He was getting a lot of attention for taking L's consistently. So and Cash used to troll the fuck out of him, and people were really buying into the character of him being dumb or a consistent loser.
That Flight got all these gym shoes. Flight, what for? You instead of showing your shoes, talk about how many L's you took wearing a certain shoe. Because out of all them shoes you got, you took L's in damn near every shoe in your closet, my guy. Simple.
The June Flight shit had everybody reacting to his 1v1s, and that helped the online space gain a lot of new viewers, and a lot of niggas got a lot of clout off that shit. But if recent he slowed down, viewers knowing it's a character, and him having an established fan base, he no longer needs to drag shit like he used to no more. He can just chill and be regular Flight. I mean, as regular as Flight can be.
Oh, they have LeBron!
These new clip farmers though are so much different.
I just said some dumb shit. I did not expect you to hot drop that.
Bro coughed like an iPad kid. All right.
Move this man!
I'm keeping up with stuff through other YouTube posts, and it seems like there's an epidemic of niggas doing the most craziest, outrageous, or self-deprecating things for clips. If you've watched the music video, I'll be treading over similar stuff, but somebody like Debo is a perfect example. I remember he initially blew up for reacting and crying to albums that I would never cry to a Frank Ocean song. I'm a man when planting them on Instagram pages and TikTok pages. And I remember he was doing similar shit for like Tyler the Creator, Cardi, and all them other niggas. Just over the top shit, like, you know, regular shit. But now it seems he mostly keeps himself for notoriety for being the most chopped person and getting abused by his girl. And I genuinely feel for him because all this has to be getting to him at some point. I saw a video of him crying when losing a 1v1, and I felt bad for him like any regular person. But when you go to the comments, you just see people are laughing and eating that shit up, saying he's faking it or doing it for the clip, and you have to wonder if it's a boy who cried wolf situation. There are multiple videos of people just flaming him publicly for no reason, like I mean for no reason at all, or actively flirting with his girl in front of him, and just be sitting there tolerating it like he has to deal with this in order to keep his career. Other examples are like Rakai, who blew up from being Lil Sinek, copying his mannerisms, word for word, bar for bar. Now it seems he stays in the limelight for being a quote-unquote crash out or a wild card, and he's being rewarded for this shit. Like, he's seen as one of the fastest rising streamers to the top and one of the most up and coming. That whole streamer university just had people pushing boundaries and anything if it meant getting posted. Like, if y'all saw the situation of them two niggas, I forgot their name, going inside agent's room when he's not there, like a complete breach of privacy. And you just gotta wonder, like, when does the clip end and when does the content start, or where is the boundary between clip and content? And I mean, I'm not even a percentage into just the amount of creators that just be doing shit just to do shit for the clip. It seems like from the bottom to the top, everyone is humiliating themselves just to be posted all over Twitter meme pages and on TikTok, rather than building the established fan base they already have. It's this live by the clip, die by the clip mentality, associating themselves with the character or actions that'll get them posted. But you have to think, when will it stop? Once people have had their cup filled with the crazy shit, the gay baiting, or just being a loser, what's left? It's why I compare it to the SoundCloud/Clout era of music, where the field became so oversaturated that people had to start doing crazy shit in order to be noticed. People are getting known for doing the over the top stuff like Lil Pump, X, Lil Xan, or for those who remember the influences back then, niggas like Gucci Berry, Long Neck, Wide Neck, Supreme Patty, and the sorts, like Lil Tay, Will Vicky, Bad Baby. I mean, they were found before like their clips, but they were mainly known for like doing all the nonsense and shit and getting put on for pushing the limits, just creating this bubble that was soon to burst. And you saw that bubble burst around 2019, 2020, where niggas weren't really reacting to that shit no more because the limits have been pushed so far, or niggas are just getting fed all this stuff that we just got so used to it. And you saw those who survived were the ones who funneled those new fans into their music and slowing down their antics like the Uzis, the X's, the Cardis, and the sorts. While the others who didn't establish that fan base had to do crazier and crazier shit to try keeping afloat. You can see that shit happening in real time now with people like Jack Doherty, I don't know how you pronounce his name, but you see him always in clips for doing the most retarded shit, and niggas be like laughing and eating that shit up. Someone who supposedly made it is constantly searching for that new clip to get back those views of old. It never used to be like that though. When you look at the WL community, which I personally keep up with and I'm trying to be a part of, it used to be about that slow burn, building your fan base, and giving content you were passionate in and fans wanted. Of course, you had people who were like, doing the crazy shit. I remember when Pretty Boy Fredo was doing the pranks, hopping on that wave, or when niggas just kept constantly getting into beefs. But the people that did survive were the ones that had a plan or knew when to turn their back in order to get the attention of the fans without having to do all the outlandish shit in order to get it. And those are the same people that are still at the top now, mostly sitting at their desk and letting their personality shine through, not consistently doing too much outside of the special occasions. Look at So, for example. I know he's different, but he went on a huge hiatus, disappearing from the internet for quite a good amount of time and working on himself. And when he came back, he now be getting tens of thousands of views for just sitting on his desktop alone and being him. Dante rarely be going IRL and doing IRL streaming, and people always tune into him. And I'm guessing the same thing will happen to Bruce when he decides to return. But these new niggas they'll just be doing clip after clip after clip to try getting retention to their streams rather than letting niggas return for being dumb. I know I can't be speaking much because I'm starting streaming myself. Viewers
Plug.
skew on all platforms, shameless plug. But if you're deciding to do streaming or already an up and coming streamer, create boundaries early with your viewers before it normalizes disrespect you aren't able to tolerate. Because getting clips and attention is cool here and there, but sooner or later it'll catch up to you. And there are too many examples of those who burn out, get lost in the source, or even worse. Shit, so I say protect your peace over money because not all attention is good attention, as they say. So sooner or later, when them internet weirdos start digging into your personal life and your personal shit, because they will, and I mean they will, there's no turning around and blaming others. You gotta just find that fair ground between personal life and content before it gets too late. It's been a long time, man. Shit, I mean, way too long. I was very caught up with a lot of uni work and other priorities, but you know what that nigga said? I'm back and I'm better. I'm getting off track though, but during that time frame, I've been tapped into the content space, enjoying videos, somewhat keeping up with the community, turning that shit off. I mean, what happened to the game I used to love? So for the next few videos, I'm going to deter from my normal style and spew some old head nonsense until I get to my main problem, the algorithm and whatever the fuck that should be shitting out. And for the new people, comment things you want me to cover. I have ideas in mind, and I'll align it with whatever you guys say. Shit, I also got a face cam too, so I'm gonna start streaming again. Hell, last one had no views, but I'm not mad over it because it just shows that there's more to learn and milestones to achieve. So, um, tune in to my new videos if you want to. Subscribe if you want to. I'm not forcing niggas to. That notification button do be there. It do be there. And I hope you guys can be on this journey with me while I try producing more high form content to where I feel comfortable with being able to pump out more consistent videos at that high like form. Not slough that I'm never gonna get there. Actually, sooner or later when I'm consistent on that touch, fuck. But anyways, catch y'all in the next one and join fucking who's Discord? I'm trying to remember his name. Shit, I'm monologuing for way too long. Wake Up Noah. Join Wake Up Noah's Discord. That should be fire, and it's a community of niggas there that I'll be kicking it with, and I feel like you guys could too. And if you guys want me to start a Discord too or whatever, just let me know. Or a Reddit. I want to do that shit that like Bruce and your Rage be doing, scrolling through their Reddit. I feel like that'd be pretty dope, but it'll take some time. But for the time being, thank you, and for the next time I see you, bye.